Hey y'all, Austin Whitfield here, Wednesday the 21st. We're standing in back of my building. This is right up here is 27th and Benton Boulevard. That's 27th Street, highway's down that way. So ran into this guy, he's homeless, and I brought him back. He said I offered him to help him, and I brought him home, fed him, and now I've got him out here picking up trash. This is him over here in the back of my building. I'm going to help with all that, but that's the only picker I have that he's using now. So I already rolled a tire over there and some other things, and all this metal over here. I don't know where this shit came from, but I've had people dumping in my back alley ever since I got here. It's a never-ending battle for me. So this is the edge of the property where I live. There's 27th and Benton Boulevard. You can see the street sign up there. And so I've been maintaining this property ever since I got here. There was a fire up there and this building's still vacant. But anyway, this guy's out here. He's going to pick up all this trash. I'm going to work on this vacant lot right here, getting at least some of those weeds cut back to keep the rats down. These are things that the workers who were hired by the owners of this property left behind working on this building. I'll get that metal up. He's doing a great job. Tell me your name again. Chris, that's right. You can put all that stuff in one of these trash cans if you want. I'd prefer the dumpster, but trash can is fine too. This is the middle of our building. I weed eat this constantly just to keep the rats down, spiders and pests, you know. I live in this building. So there's always a trash problem out here. And one of the problems I'm having with the tenants is that, and I'm not going to say which one, but I know who it is. You see the mold growing up the side of the building there? Let me get a close-up. That's mold. This lady upstairs takes her trash on third floor, takes her trash and throws it over the back staircase down onto the ground here. Her cooking grease, same thing. She takes it from the skillet at the stove, which is near her back door, comes to the back staircase, throws it over. She don't give a shit. You know, she just wasn't raised right, I guess. I don't know. I mean, all you got to do is get buy a jar of jelly or something for your peanut butter and jelly for your kids. Use the jar to pour your grease in, throw that in the trash, and then put it in a dumpster, which is what most people do. Anyway, so I've been battling this. There's an example of her trash. And so this is cooking grease on the ground. And I put this piece of plywood here. I got it from the guys that are working on this building so that it wouldn't stain the concrete, completely stain it permanently. And you can see that's dirt, but I don't know. Maybe it's the grease also that leaked underneath it or seeped through it, because she continues to do this. I bought traps for this place, rat traps, all out of my own pocket. I weed this, I keep this down. These are all weeds. This shit would be probably waist high or higher had I not done it just last week. At one point I was mowing that whole back lot. There's a dumpster that we use occasionally. Here's my garden. I call it a community garden because I'm going to be giving about 75% of every harvest away to people in my neighborhood. Single mothers with kids, some homeless people like him. He's already had some of it. I made a garden salad and fed him a good ham sandwich earlier. So now I got him working, which is great. You know, that's how we earn our money. If you don't work, you don't eat. That's what the Bible says. So anyway, he'll be back there picking up trash, and I'm going to be busy at this garden. I got some things to do here. All these Sun Gold tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes, they're so tasty. I eat these right off the vine. It's all organic. I don't use any pesticides out here. Got some cantaloupe ready to pick soon. Tomatoes, basil, jalapeno peppers, green peppers. They just need to get a little bigger. There's some other peppers that are pretty hot. More cucumbers. That's my second planting of cucumbers here. Some plants are doing okay. Some aren't. I'll probably pull that one in the middle. More of the Sun Gold. Tomatoes all doing well. I have corn in the front. Some other varieties of tomatoes that I'm not familiar with. They were donated. Somebody set some plants out here in front, and I had them in the ground the next morning. Same variety here. And this is my first garden ever. I've never done a garden before. I remember my mother having a garden when I was a kid, and I would go out and take tomatoes off the vine. I loved them. So I had a dream recently about becoming homeless again And I thought, man, I don't want to do that, you know? What do I got to do to make sure, how can I got to do something different, you know? And I thought, well, maybe if I do what my mother taught me and start giving back, instead of making such an imprint on the earth and always having my hand out, how about handing out instead of having my hand out? So I grew this garden, and I've given the majority of everything that I've picked, I've given to neighbors and homeless people in my area. And so it's my little area where I sit. That's a stump that I carved. This, by the way, is the, I haven't named him yet, but he's the overseer. I'm thinking undertaker and he's the overseer of the garden. Kind of keeps an eye on things. There you have it. Santa Fe neighborhood, Kansas City, Missouri. Community garden. Corn's doing pretty well. I have had a problem with these caterpillars. I think they're green hornworms. A couple of them have gotten into my corn. You can see where they've eaten. And I saw the brown here on top, so I dug it down in and I found one and had to dispose of that. But anyway, garden's done really well. Relatively speaking, for a person that's never done gardening before, it's done real well. I'm pretty proud of it. And I don't know, I take care of this entire property. I mow it, weed eat it, pick up all the trash. That tree right there at one time was, I don't know, taller than the buildings, and it finally fell and hit this lady's car. And then part of it was left. The city came out. His name is Michael Shaw, director of public works for the city. Came out and got all those branches taken out of here. Thank God. I like the guy. He's doing a great job. Makes Kansas City a good place to live, in my opinion, as far as cleanliness. But my grill. So I'm gonna go in and get me something to drink and come right back out and start working in the garden while he's picking up trash. And then later tonight, I plan to feed him, make sure he's got clean clothes, and tell him some resources in the city like Hope Faith, City Union Mission, places where he can sleep, get clothing, have a place to put his stuff. Maybe if they have lockers still, I don't know. But Kansas City's in need of something like that, you know. And I thought about using this other building for that, but I don't own this property. I don't own the property where the garden is. At the time, the property manager, I didn't get along with him because we couldn't get anything done here. Maintenance-wise, I'm the only one who's done any maintenance on this building in 20 years, probably. Not really. I'd say, well, the whole time I've been here, 3 years. We couldn't get maintenance done here. You just can't. Very rare. I've dealt with rats, everything. Finally got rid of them. So it's a big 3-story building, and it's all occupied now, but the building next door is vacant, owned by the same people. And so I'm gonna get the mower out, go get something to drink, and I'll be back out here in a minute. We'll do another video. Welcome to the hood, Kansas City, Missouri, 64128.